What's going on? 515th Street. What's going on there, ma'am?
It is one of the greatest unsolved crimes in history.
We have a kidnapping. There's a ransom note here.
A little girl vanishes from home Christmas night.
It's just like you got hit in the stomach. Where's my child?
I got nightmares in my head, I fear. Thoughts build up until I can't hear. My mind fills up into a creature, and it haunts me somewhere much deeper. I got nightmares in my head, I fear.
Hello and welcome to True Crime Rocket Science, the most authentic voice in true crime. In this episode, I want to take you through something quite unusual. It's something I don't do very often on this channel, which is the tabloid narrative. And I want to take you through what the tabloids were saying way back in the end of 1996, throughout 1997, I think early 1998. You want to look at what tabloids like the Inquirer and the Globe were saying about the JonBenet Ramsey case. And keep an open mind. I mean, we all know that the tabloids aren't necessarily reliable, but what I want you to consider is how accurate they were. Were they on the wrong track to begin with? Were they on the right track to begin with? And I think they were off track here and there, but the question is, to what extent were they on track? Before we get to that, if you haven't subscribed to the channel, please do. If you're enjoying this episode, please like, share, leave a comment, and let's get started. So, as I alluded to earlier, in this analysis, I want to talk about the tabloids. And we may end up doing a run through, perhaps twice, of these tabloids. As I say, it's tabloids that are very close to the time of the JonBenet Ramsey, of the incident. And so the first one we're looking at is the Inquirer, Beauty Queen's Nightmare Life of SA. Beauty Queen Murder Confession, Daddy Destroyed Evidence. That's from the National Enquirer. Mom Dressed JonBenet After Murder. That's obviously an assumption they're making because she was dressed after the murder. Then the next one, JonBenet's mom, Patsy Bears Her Soul. That's in the National Enquirer. Then the National Examiner, JonBenet, 10-year-old brother to flee country. That definitely seems to be quite speculative and imaginative because I'm not sure if that ever happened. Then the next one from the National Examiner, police seized JonBenet ritual mask. I don't know what that's all about. Some of these articles you probably want to take a closer look at. JonBenet grand jury targets brother 11. And so that's from the National Enquirer. That's definitely an article we'd want to look at. And then new JonBenet autopsy evidence, mom and dad shielding brother 11. Then the next one, lipstick and fingerprints prove mom's lying. Then the Globe, and as far as I know, the Globe was actually sued by the Ramseys, I think successfully as well. Then the next one, JonBenet ran for her life to secret hiding place. That's from the National Examiner. Next one, Ramseys changed their story about murder night, from the National Enquirer. And so we might want to take a look at some of these articles in more detail. If you'd like me to do that, let me know in the comments. But I think you can see that there's kind of a theme surrounding almost all of these stories, and the theme is basically that the tabloid seems to suspect the Ramseys. Now, what do you think about that? Do you think the tabloids were all of these tabloids were all on the wrong track, right? Were they being the way tabloids often are, sensational and inaccurate, or do you think they were inaccurate, completely inaccurate? And then the other question is, which member of the family do you think that the tabloids were gravitating towards? And as I say, all of this is from very, very early on. We're talking about 1997 is when most of these articles came out. And what I find so fascinating looking at the tabloid narrative is how much that narrative has changed in 26 going on 27 years? What are the tabloids saying now? What are the mainstream media saying these days? And I think it's a fair question. Has the narrative changed since 1996, 1997? And I think the answer is definitely it has. And then the question is, well, has it become more accurate or less accurate? Bearing in mind that this remains an unsolved case. And so you can't help asking, were the police, was the investigation, were the tabloids closer to the truth in 1997 than they are now? What do you think? Again, if you want me to look at some of these articles in more detail, let me know in the comments. Thank you for listening, and I'll see you guys next time.